Welcome to the NBA on Payday.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Porter is out there at Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Dozier in a two-guard. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three spot. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Outside Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Leonard looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Jokic with the bucket.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here is George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. High post Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition. The ability to make plays for his teammates.
The pass to Jokic. And he gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by Jokic. And here's George. Back to Cousins. Poked away. Here's Jokic. Here's Bull. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now, here's George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Murray, the pass to Dozier. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Beverley following the basket by Jokic. George dishes to Leonard. An easy 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Dishes to Porter. Back to Jokic. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Beverley finds Cousins. Now Zubac. Back to George. Pass to Cousins. Over Bull. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Yep, it counts.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Zubac. Good defense by Jokic.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Leonard on the wing. 8 points for him. Zubac kicks to George. Zubac the pass to George. Leonard, that's for 2. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Morris, Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka, and it's man in its small forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Gordon. Millsap. Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Shot clock at 6. McGee dishes to Millsap. Denver needs to get off his shot. He gets that one. McGee's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Kennard against Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the left side wing. Stolen by Gordon.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys.
Oh, wow.
The long arms of Gordon lead to that basket. Aaron does a nice job just staying active on the defensive end.
Morris against Jackson. Back to Morris. And the pass to Mann. He feeds it to Morris. 5 on the clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. 4 on the clock. McGee with the block. Here's Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Barton passes to Gordon.
And there's no question.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. It's stolen by Morris. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Pass to McGee. Now here's Barton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Gordon. Passes it to McGee. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Bol. Jackson finds Ibaka. And the Clippers miss again. Denver leading by 8. On the wing, Porter. Kennard covering. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Morris. And that time, also a missed shot. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Porter, it's good on the putback. And now a 12-point Nugget lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Jackson with the drive. Ibaka with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Morris.
They're trailing, and their offense has gone away. They shot it better in the first, but are really flat so far here in the second.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Martin surveying the floor. He kicks to Morris. From deep three-point range. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nuggets.
Morris against Beverly. Millsap has the open look. The Nuggets with another miss. And George, here we go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
Morris with the ball. It could go, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Field.
Oh, did you see that? Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Morris against Beverly. Takes it from 10. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Now, here is Morris. He dishes it to Gordon. Kicks it to Millsap. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Beverly dishes to George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 7.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here is McGee. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Pass to Dozier. 5 to shoot. And here's Jokic from deep. Cousins pulls it in. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Dozier, defended by George. Jokic passes to Murray. Back to Jokic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 8.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled.
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 1:56 left to play here in the third. Here's Jackson. Ibaka finds Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Bull with it. Jackson on him. Bull, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Back to Jackson. It's deflected.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Kennard for 3. Drills it from outside. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Dozier passes to Bull. Here's Jokic, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Rebound by Murray.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's the dish to Bull. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The Nuggets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And that one falls for Bull.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Kennard on the wing. Here's Jackson. Offline. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
The pass to McGee. Dishes it to Barton. Outside Gordon. Down low. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. They get it back. Pass to Cousins. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Ibaka.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Morris against Beverly. Right side, Gordon. Millsap left side. Out to Morris. There's the 3. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Leonard. Barton against George. Nice move. Cousins outside for George. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Barton dishes to Millsap. Morris against Beverly. To the paint. Pulls up. The shot's good from McGee. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Gordon against Leonard. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Now here is McGee. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ibaka, the pass to George. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Morris subbed in for DeMarcus Cousins.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Murray against Beverly. Outside for Murray. Porter looking it over. Dozier passes to Jokic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Leonard finds George. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Jokic passes to Dozier. Here's Bull. Jokic with it over Morris. Outside Porter. Here's Dozier, defended by George. From past the arc. Here's Dozier. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Rondo is so tricky, consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in, and both free throws good from Rondo. Here's Murray. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes to Dozier. Rondo with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Zubac trying to break loose, but they recover it. Morris dishes to Leonard. Hits it from three-point range.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now. You wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him. Thanks, David. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. Now, here's George. Back to Cousins. And the shot is good. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard finds Jones. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverley. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Over Jones. That one off the back iron and out. Ring shot on the way. And then Lillard slams it in.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
Here's Los Angeles now. Bounce pass from Beverley. Cousins against Covington. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Covington with it. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Powell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac kicks to George. Sinks the triple.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
George passes to Zubac. And George, here we go. Here's Leonard, and it's Zubac atop the key. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Inside. Stolen by Beverley. George finds Leonard. It's Covington on the wing. He's guarded by Cousins. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it to Powell. Dishes it to Jones. The Trailblazers rebound. Covington passes to Jones. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Pass to George. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Beverley kicks to George. That shot off.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Kicks it out to Jones. From outside the arc, the Clippers grab the miss. Cousins dishes to Beverly. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Passes it to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Jackson from long range. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony. Giles is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Kennard. To the middle. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ibaka.
Oh, yeah, as good as he is at creating his own shot, Kennard is also a solid distributor. Doesn't miss the open man when he spots him.
Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Down low. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. There's the pass to Kennard. Fires from deep. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Anthony. And with the rebound. So it's the Clippers now. Morris outside. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kennard against McCollum. Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. Jackson against McCollum. Trailblazers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Giles. Portland moving the ball around. And here's McCollum for 3. No good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Out to the right wing. Left side, Ibaka. Back to Morris. To the inside. Pass to man. Here's Kennard. Covered by Anthony. Shoots a fader. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kennard.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, he gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Simons surveying the D. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Kennard for three.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
McCollum kicks to Cantor. For three. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Cantor. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Ibaka. Here's Mann, covered by Anthony. Pass to Jackson. From deep three-point range, and it's Portland with the rebound. The pass to Simons. So the wing on the left. Feeds it to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Pass to Simons. To the middle. Here's Giles. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. The feed to Morris. It's tipped. And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Bad.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. For three, Covington. The Trailblazers rebound. Nurkic kicks to Powell. On the wing, Jones. From the arc. Here's Nurkic. Outside Covington. Nobody near Lillard. Portland again missing.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Zubac finds Leonard. 6 to shoot. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Drops in the tray. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
Back to Lillard. The pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's George. The Blazers getting the bucket. Beverly dishes to Leonard. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Lillard. Back to Powell. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Back to Nurkic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouls.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Clippers trail by 10. And Leonard has it in the corner. Again, Leonard missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Beverly against Lillard. Step back shot. Nurkic. Great positioning on the putback. Nurkic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
George against Powell. George passes to Zubac. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Lillard. Jones dishes to Covington. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Outside, Jones. Nurkic finds Lillard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from George.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic, and Jones has it in the corner. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson passes to Kennard. Launches a 3. A rebound by Simon.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Man passes to Ibaka. Now Kennard. No good on the triple. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Now McCollum pass to Giles. Knocks it loose. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out in front, leading by 10. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Enes Kanter. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Now the pass to Giles. The dish to Anthony. Bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Portland.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Corner shot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Down by 15. And Ibaka kicks to Morris. Deflects the pass. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Simons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Tanner, high post. Ibaka on him. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. They get it back. Passes it to Giles. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Giles. 5 to shoot. He dishes it to McCollum. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint. Here's Mann, covered by Anthony. Here's Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. To stop the drought. Los Angeles with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
Here's Beverly. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Beverly against Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Nifty move. And Portland again with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Here's Leonard again, Los Angeles.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Offline with the baseline jumper. On offense, here are the Clippers. 17-point game. And there's the pass to Beverly. Here's George. Again, the Clippers.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Pass to Powell. From deep. It's hauled in by Beverly. Here's Cousins. Here's George. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Gordon, and it's Bull in at the power forward. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Murray outside. Barton the bounce pass. 18 feet out. Bank shot. No good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Murray outside. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Kicks at the bowl. The tray. Rebound by Nurkic. Powell, the pass to Covington. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Back to Nurkic. Over to the left wing. Lillard finds Nurkic. Covington with it. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's the floater. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Looking for the first basket of the game. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Jones. Dishes it to Powell. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jones. Lets the three fly. And that's good. Norman Powell for three.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Outside Gordon. Passes to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Just 5 on the clock. They could use a bucket. Here's Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Now, here's Jokic. Covered by Lillard. And Jokic throws it down.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Here's Powell. Lillard from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss. And Covington stays with it.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
McCollum, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Dozier. Outside Porter. Bounce pass from Morris. Jokic passes to Millsap. And it's Portland with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony nowhere around. Tries to keep it alive. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Cantor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Here's Dozier. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Dick,
When I'm training in summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland, Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now, here's Kanter. Clock at 6. Pass to Simons. The 3. They get it back. And it's Giles missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Inside. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Simons surveying the D to the middle. Here's Anthony. A shot off that time. And Denver the other way now to the paint. Morris passes to Porter. Over Anthony. Out to Morris. Now Porter. And the pass to Dozier. Millsap left side. And here's Morris for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Kanter. Porter with the steal. Here's the break. With the teardrop. And Morris with the lay-in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Simons, covered by Morris. Anthony, the pass to Simons. And that one is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Back to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Pass to Kanter. Here's Giles. Covered by Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
46 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. Martin inside the line. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Jones. Passes it to Giles. He kicks to Powell. Lillard outside. For Murray. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And so it's Portland ahead by 9. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big part. That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Will Barton. Hole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jones finds Powell. Back to Jones. Powell against Murray. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Shot from free throw range. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Barton passes to Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. The three. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Barton passes to Bull. Shoots over Covington. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And Jones has it in the corner. Covington kicks to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Bull dishes to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Nurkic against Jokic. Down low. Here's Gordon. Misses the baby hook.
Ugh, ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Trying to get something going. Jokic against Nurkic. Jokic, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Stolen by McCollum. To the paint, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Porter finds Millsap. Back to Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Porter's got his first points of the game.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
McCollum from deep three-point land. Good on the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Love watching Millsap go to work inside. He's a pretty smooth operator in the paint. Good footwork, good strength, and good touch.
Pass to McCollum. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land. Simons has got 5 now. Now Morris. For the three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 19-point advantage. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's McCollum. On the court for the Trailblazers. Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And stolen by Barton. One-on-one here. Passes it to Jokic. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Rivers in for Will Barton. Murray kicks to Rivers. Pass to Jokic. Back to Rivers. 5 on the clock. Here's Murray. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Simons. Kicks it to McCollum. Steps back and shoots. Jump shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Murray surveying the D. To the inside. Stolen by McCollum. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Anthony finds Kanter. Offensive rebound. Here's Giles. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Deep 2 from Anthony, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Gordon against Anthony. Now the pass to Jokic. Here's Rivers. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading by 23. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Pass to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Murray against Lillard from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Murray, the pass to Dozier. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Murray. Here's Dozier. Another shot. Millsap at the elbow. That shot no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for C.J. McCollum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Offensive rebound. Nurkic dishes to Covington. The pass to Lillard. And here is Powell. Back to Lillard. Tries again. Jones from outside. Drains the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
Pass to Powell. Lillard from deep three-point land. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so Portland takes this. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Here on the 5 for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for Denver, Cole is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Dozier. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off a shot. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And Jokic slings it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
George looking over the floor. Stolen away. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And Cousins kicks to Beverly. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Outside, George. Zubac finds Leonard. Now here's Beverly. Clock at 6. Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
Here's Beverly. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so here's Denver. After the Clippers pick up 2. Jokic, no good. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
This is it to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Right side, Millsap. Right block shot. McGee finds Millsap. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Now here's Jackson. Man passes to Kennard. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
I know sometimes it looks out of control, but his dribble play can be effective. Barton there with the handle and the deuce.
Jackson drives in, and he banks in the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
The Nuggets leading by 7. There's 37 seconds left in the first. The pass to Millsap. Now Morris. Back to Millsap. Morris outside. Just 5 to shoot. The feed to Gordon. Out to Morris. Jacks up a 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Jackson. Morris outside. Jackson dishes to Morris. Jackson looking it over with 1 on the clock, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed.
This game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
We've got Paul Millsap. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Barton after the basket by Los Angeles. And here's Millsap from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Morris passes to Man. Count it. Good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Clippers moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nuggets trail. Murray with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Jokic slams it in.
And I like that from Murray. Not an extra dribble. Get the ball to the open teammate right away.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Outside Jackson. Up and in on the layup. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. Here's the 3. That one, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Morris outside. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morris. Shooting foul as the width. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Here's Dozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Leonard finds Zubats. Offensive rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Porter against Leonard. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Now, here is Morris. To the paint. Leonard with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Paul George with the steal. One-on-one here. 1 second left. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Denver.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace. And it's amazing to watch him, just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive scheme.
And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. It was a rough ride in the first quarter for the Clippers. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Back to Leonard, and stolen by Bull. Here's Porter. Pass to Dozier. To the inside, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic feeling it. Not much the D can do right now. He's in a great rhythm and is exploding offensively.
And the pass to Cousins. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
George passes to Cousins. And here is Zubac. Now George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Count that one.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
Now here's Barton. 1:53 left in the third. Cousins against Millsap. He kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Back to Millsap. There's the triple. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. So it's Denver now. Barton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And that one's good. George.
That's where Patrick Beverly's defensive tenacity helps you out. Active hands, and he knocks the ball away.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here is McGee over Jackson. And they call the foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Kennard finds Jackson. Back to Kennard. Yep, that one goes in there. Kennard's got 8 points.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. It's good from long range. Morris has got his second basket. And here's Jackson. He's got 6. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. Here's Mann. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there at Bowl. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jackson with it. Morris, left side. Doubled by Murray. Morris kicks to Kennard. Jackson passes to Kennard. He feeds it to Morris. Jokic with the steal. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a one-point game. Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic inside. Cousins is there. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Leonard. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Dozier. Kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Down low. And stolen by Cousins. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Murray surveying the D. 6 to shoot. The dish now to Bowl. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. Here's George.
Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
Throw good, Paul George.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And George drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And there's the pass to Dozier. It's tipped. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. It's deflected. Pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. George.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Denver calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
And the Clippers have possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. Beverly finds Cousins. Back to Beverly. Outside, George, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Murray against Beverly. Murray dishes to Millsap. Back to Murray. Gordon inside. He's covered by Leonard. Barton, wide open, he fires, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And that's a big shot from Barton when his team really needed one. This guy taking the pressure head on.
Here's Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Jokic. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Leonard, no luck. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Morris against Kennard. Morris passes to Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
George finds Leonard. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Morris looking over the floor. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Back to Jokic. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Leonard. Here's George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 4.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Now Ibaka. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our There it is, the Staples Center. And as
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the power forward. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Lillard with the bucket. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Beverly. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly looking around. Jones against Leonard. 5 to shoot.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
And here's Portland.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
George with the ball. The dish to Leonard. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shoots the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Misses the layup.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Pass to Beverly. Back to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Kicks it to Leonard. Now the pass to Cousins. Clock at 4. Pulls up. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Right side Jones to the paint. Covington dishes to Lillard. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Pass to Powell. Lillard outside. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nobody near Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's all knotted up.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Kennard against McCollum. Morris passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. This one for 3. The rebound by Giles.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Passes to Cantor. And it's in there.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. Left side Jackson. Pass to Mann. Launches it. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles kicks to McCollum. Back to Giles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Swiped it away. And it's McCollum in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And the basket by Jackson.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
humble beginnings. I'm from.
Now, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Jackson is out there with Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot. Here's Kennard. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Let's go. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 8. And here's McCollum for 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Patterson finds Kennard. Misses the 3. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
And here's Jackson following the 3-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Pass to Patterson. Here's Mann, covered by Anthony. Mann passes to Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Free throw line jump shot. The shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Passes it to Leonard. 13 feet away. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Lillard. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Kicks it out to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Powell dishes to Lillard. It's deflected.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Now, here's George. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here's Lillard. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Lillard kicks the foul. Portland again missing. Clippers trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Outside for George. Cousins, the pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard from three. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside, George. That one good for two.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the inside. High post, Nurkic working on Zubac. And he overdid it there too much. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Portland going into the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's George. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now here's Zubac. Trailing by 10. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Beverly kicks to George. Back to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Beverly missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lillard left side. He dishes it to Powell. Lillard against Zubac. Stolen by Beverly. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And it's Leonard with the jam.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Here's Beverly following the score by Damian Lillard. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Jones against Leonard. Over Jones. No good off the back of the rim.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Now Lillard. He's got 7. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And George with the stuff.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Now here's Lillard. The pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Jones finds Lillard. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 5 now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Cousins with it. Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Passes to Powell. Lillard against Beverly. Lets it go from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 9 points for Damian Lillard. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Leonard looking over the floor. Kept alive. Right wing. Cousins, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 10. It's Powell on the wing. Jones in the post, defended by George. Nurkic, the open look. Here's Covington. The Trailblazers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And Patterson kicks to Jackson. Patterson passes to Morris. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The activity level from Patterson is what makes him such an impact on the floor.
Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Jackson dishes to Morris. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Seven seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The three from McCollum. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's man in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's Kennard. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Simons surveying the D. There's the pass to Giles. They get it again. Simons, the pass to Giles. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Patterson. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Shoots from the elbow. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Jackson passes to Patterson. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Anthony with it. Back to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Trailblazers keep it alive. Kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Giles. Back to McCollum. Fires the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And it's Simons missing. Clippers trail by 17.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Cantor's shot is off.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Jackson against McCollum. Jackson kicks to Patterson. Kennard for 3. No good. Shot missing. Portland leading by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Portland again missing. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Leonard, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
It's George on the wing. Plenty of space. And Cantor pulls it down. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. To the middle. And stolen by Cousins. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And George with the stop.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard, the pass to Powell, takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Beverly. Can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting. And David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Dozier in at the two-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Jokic, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jokic with the steal. Porter dishes the ball. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Bol. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Now, here's Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Outside, Porter takes a 3. Denver the rebound. Ball kicks to Porter. Pass to Dozier. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Jokic embraces the pressure. He's terrific at keeping his composure and maintaining a cool head, even when the shot clock is up against him.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Here's Lillard, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. On defense, Portland trailing by 2. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Murray. Here's Bol. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard misses.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And Portland has possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. Nurkic, the pass to Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Count it from 12. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Now, here's Jokic. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Denver.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Offensive rebound, Cantor, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here is Morris. McGee, the pass to Barton, over McCollum. And McGee kicks to Gordon. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon against Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Anthony. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Millsap inside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. We recently checked in with Jamal.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Morris in at point guard. Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Will Barton. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jumps up, and Barton throws it down.
Well, sprinting up the court aggressively, Barton seizing any opportunity to get scores in these situations.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum, no good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Gordon, the pass to McGee. And here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. Barton, wide open. He fires. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And a wide open look for McCollum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The kick out to Barton. Poked loose. Stolen by McCollum. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver leading by 8. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McGee against Cantor. McGee dishes to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Morris outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Nuggets with some changes. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. And it's good for 2.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Dozier. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. .106 left to play in the first half.
Man, I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on his shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
Now, here's Bull. The pass to Dozier. Porter kicks to Dozier. To the paint. It's deflected. The shot. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's Powell on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jokic finds Porter. Puts it up from 12. And that one is off. Great D that time from Nurkic. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Nurkic. Now just a 1-point Nugget lead. On deep. Can't hit that one. And that's it for the first half of that. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that's going to do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Jokic following the score by Damian Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. Over to the wing. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell to the wing right side. They double him with Jokic. Covington kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Shot clock at 3. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Jones checked in for Portland. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Connects from 3-point range. Porter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Nurkic. To the right side. Here's Lillard. That shot missing, and it's Denver the other way. Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Bull. Jokic inside. Covered by Lillard. Dozier passes to Murray. Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Porter in the corner. Pass to Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Murray, the pass to Dozier. Back to Murray. Here's Dozier, guarded by Powell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Portland trailing here. And they go to the intentional foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Jones. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. It's stolen by Morris. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Now the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. Now Cantor. Here's Simons. 5 to shoot. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Gordon dishes to McGee. Taken away by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. Cantor with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Cantor throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Millsap. The Blazers getting the bucket. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
That one drops. He ties it up. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Now, here is Morris. Passes it to McGee. Got a piece of it. Gordon inside. Anthony on him. A putback. The rebound by Giles. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Simons uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Barton passes to McGee. Doubled by McCollum. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And this is where Barton does his eating. Deep inside. Leaping with ease to punch it home.
Pass to Simons. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McCollum. That one, no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Morris passes to Barton. Lets it go with a 3. Unable to get that one. It's all tied in Portland. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Michael Porter's out there with Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard. Releases. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Cantor with it. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Porter.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Now here's Murray. Pass to Bull. Jokic high post. And Jokic slams it in.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And the pass to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Passes it to Murray. Down low. Jokic kicks to Murray. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland leading. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Jokic passes to Porter. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
Jones checked in for Anthony. Martin's checked in for Denver.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Murray against Lillard. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
It's Bull, top of the key. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Bull with it. Covered by Lillard. And Jones over to help. Here's Bull. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
From 20 feet out. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got 9 points now in just the second half. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Yusuf Nurkic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Now here's Powell. And good that time. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. And there's the pass to Lillard. Here's Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's a 10-point Portland lead. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Now here's Gordon.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here. And
what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Damian Lillard.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Now here's Barton. After the miss from JaVale McGee. 4 on the clock. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running. The shot by Powell, no good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...